Hello, Arsenal fans. Hello, football fans. This is in the North Bank, and we are doing a tactical breakdown today for Jonathon Davids. And joining me today is Statman Rich. How you doing, Statman Rich?
Very good, on yourself?
I'm good, thank you, mate. Thanks for being on and finding out all this information for us. Appreciate it. Right, I'll just do a bit of housework before we get going, mate. If you'd like to share, sub, and hit that notification bell, it helps the channel out. Plus, you get notified for all the content coming forward. And we have a new sponsor, a lady called Ruth Beck, who's an amazing artist, and all her art is Arsenal themed. I believe she gives pieces of art away, but we hopefully will be giving a piece of art away on our flagship show, which is the Big Sunday show. Don't miss that one. That's on Sundays. And then next week we've got the watch along for the PSG, where me and Statman Richard will be taking you through that. So yeah, lots of things coming for the channel, and we want you to be part of it. Okay, and just to let you know, some of these slides today are going to be a bit small, so pause at any point so you can read it for yourself and take it all in and digest it. Okay, Richard, what can you tell us about Jonathon Davids, mate? And let's have a look at his profile.
Yeah, he's Canadian. He plays for Lille. He's 25. He's predominantly right-footed, but can use both feet. His heading isn't his strength, and he's 5'10". He plays as a forward predominantly, and has appeared in 26 matches this season in League One, playing a total of 2,062 minutes. He scores an average of 0.61 goals every 90 minutes. That he is on the pitch. That performance puts him in 6 out of 378 places for League One players who've played at least 3 matches this season.
So he's top 10 in France, yeah?
Yes, he's top 10 in France, which isn't that bad.
So if we did go for this lad, how much is he going to cost us?
I'd say in the ballpark of about 28 million, because there's signing on fees and bonuses and bits and pieces all added into that.
Okay, so he's pretty cheap then.
Yeah, he's quite reasonable, a bargain, I would say, at that price for a second or third choice.
Could you break down his goals for us, please, mate?
Yeah, he scores a goal every 147 minutes. That equates to about every game and a half. He assists every 687 minutes. He gets booked every 516 minutes. He's got 30 out of 36 penalties this season, 6 out of 36 missed, giving him a conversion rate on penalties of about 83%, which isn't bad. And as I've said before, he's 6 out of 378 players in ranked in goals in League One this season.
So it's 14 goals. If he'd scored those 14 goals for Arsenal, we'd be happy, wouldn't we?
Yeah. That adds to what we've our team, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's quite a clean player as well, isn't he?
And also those 40. You've got to remember that's just in League One. That's not the goals he scored in Champions League as well. And
sort of style of player, would you say he's a bit like Omri?
Yeah, he'll drift out, and he likes using his pace to come into those central areas, and he'll either curl the ball into either corner, or he'll round the keeper and tuck it in.
So let's have a look at his shot map. Where does he like to shoot from, Richard?
Right, so predominantly centre of the goal, not much out of the side of the 18-yard box, and only 2 or 3 yards wide of the 6-yard box, and you'll see there from the shot map, a lot of them are in that central between about 17 yards and 6 yards out, roughly, and that's where the condensation of these shots are. So he'll use his pace to get into those areas and then take those shots from there.
Oh, right, cool. Is he a bit of a poacher?
No, he can take poach goals, but he will like run at players, take take them on, try and beat them for pace. He'll also try and turn the players as well. So he's got that variety within his game.
He's got good speed as well, hasn't he?
Oh, he is quick and he's agile. So,
Cool.
which is really good.
So goals XG.
So he scored 14 goals this season, as I was mentioned, but that equates to 0.61 goals per 90 minutes, which puts him in the 98th percentile in League One. He scored 8 goals at home, which is 0.46, which is the 91st percentile. 8 away from home per 90 is 0.8, and that's in the 99th percentile. I think it's good to see where a player gets that breakdown. Does he score more goals at home or away? Because that will matter. He's had expected goals of 12.88, which puts him in the 98th percentile, and is only 1.12 less than these actual goals scored. He's had one hat trick, and he scores a goal every 147 minutes.
So those percentages look pretty high, Rich.
Yeah.
But how much different would they be, say, from the French league to the Premier League for Arsenal?
Well, yeah. So I'm going from players we've had. So if you look at Lacazette, 20 odd goals a season in the French league, he got 10, 11 for us. So it's that sort of conversion rate, but we could easily create more. It's just how he works in our team and how we play with him in our team, isn't it? Those things we'll have to see.
You say about him playing in our team. Do you think he would play well off of Declan Rice and Odegaard as an example?
Yeah, you could even put Havertz in there and play like a hybrid 4-4-2, and have him as in more Havertz as a 10 sort of thing.
Cool. Because he's Terry Henry in style, isn't he? Really?
Yeah. But he is versatile. He can play across those forward positions, so he would give you that versatility as well.
That's brilliant, mate. Right, let's go on to shots taken.
So, as you can see, he's had a total of 47 shots this season, and that equates to roughly 2.11 per 90, putting him in the 93rd percentile. 29 out of those 47 have been on target, which is 1.33 per 90, and that's a 95%. And then he's had 17. He's had 18 out of 47, which is putting him in the 83rd percentile. But the biggest ones are he has 3.29 shots per goal scored. He has a shot accuracy of 61.70 and 30.43 shot conversion rate, which is really important. It means he doesn't need a lot of shots to get a goal, and and he converts those shots on target quite well as well.
Again, would that differ in the Premier League, or do you see it?
It might drop a little, but not much.
Might drop a little. Did you say? Sorry.
Yeah, I think the conversion rate might drop a little, but it's still. You've got to think Havertz is on 20% conversion rate, so. And he's got 14 goals this season, 14 goals and assists this season in all comps. So you're looking at if he's hitting that a little higher than that, he's going to have more goals than Havertz has done in that role, hasn't he? So
right, okay, yeah. Yeah, going on the percentages and what you've said, I would tend to agree. So let's have a look at his assists, pass chances, and creation.
Yeah, so I mean, this again is based off him playing centre forward. So he's had 3 assists at 0.13 per 90, 74th percentile. Not bad for your main striker. He's had 516 passes, which is 23.62. 420 of 3 of those have been successful, putting it at 19.36 passes per 90 being successful. He's had a 81% pass completion rate. He's 27 key passes, 4 crosses, none of those crosses he completed, and he gets an assist every 687 minutes.
So he's basically not on the field to assist, is he? He's
there to score goals.
And is that the difference between, say, him and Havertz? Because Havertz will assist, won't he?
Yeah, no, but again, that's the way Leo are set up. So it may be different within our team and the way Arteta plays. But that will only time would tell, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that leads me to a question actually that I've just thought of. In the Premiership, how well do you think he'll adapt?
I think he needs a little bit more physicality to his game. He's so just to adapt to the demands. But if you look at some of our games, the transition is where we don't hurt teams as much. For a team that gets so many high turnovers, we don't score enough goals in that area. So I think he would add more goals on the transition for us, which would improve those games where we've drawn or lost, but our turnovers are not made enough of them.
So one more quick question before we move on. Where does he lack? Where does he? I mean, is there anywhere he does lack?
Yeah. He's probably not the greatest defensively. He's tracking back and he's pressing on. Right, but again, the Lille coach might not want that. But if he improved that would make him even better.
So that basically leads us into this next slide, potential growth. Where do you see his potential growth, and where do you see it? Being a bonus for Arsenal.
Well, he has innate understanding of space and his movement, so he will position himself to receive passes and exploit any weaknesses that he sees in the opponent's defence. He's very versatile, can play across all the front positions. He's quick, he's agile, he's a really clinical finisher. But just by being 5'10", he's not effective in his area of goals. That could be improved, and we've mentioned that physicality before. A little bit more muscle, a little bit stronger, holding players off and holding the ball up, because I'd want to see him improve with his touch as well, because even though you'll see a lot of the clips, it'll be really good. There will be some when he's under no pressure at all and the ball gets away from him, and you think, oh my God. But there will be times when you've got a player to his back and he brings it under control and he's away, and you think, wow.
How does Arteta rate him, mate?
I don't know how Arteta rates him, but he'd probably be sort of third or fourth choice in the list. I mean, if he were going, it would be he's at Gyökeres, Sesko, and probably then him. But you've got to see what players are available, who else, who we're competing with, and where those players ends up. But as a free agent, he is definitely worth looking at and considering, even as a second choice striker.
I mean, he's only 25 as well, isn't he? So a few years down the line, we could absolutely sell him for a profit. And you know, Alberta likes to sell a player and make a profit. A bit like Eddie Nketiah. You know, we made a good deal off of Eddie Nketiah. So do you see that happening with Davids, or do you think he'll be here for quite a long time?
Yeah, I mean, if you even if he was here 3 years, that puts him at 28. That puts him in the prime. You sell him for 35, 40 million euros if you get him in for 28. That's still a profit. Anything on top of what you paid for is profit, and you can't be unhappy with that as a fan.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. He's not my number one pick. Like you said, I'd probably put him third. Obviously, we're going to look at a lot more strikers. It's not, you know, but I would probably put him third in my choice.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else you want to say before we close this one down, Rich?
No, it's pretty much done, isn't it? I mean, the only thing I've got to go is that's all, gooners.
Up next, guys, we've got Gyökeres. So we're going to be doing a player breakdown of Gyökeres. I'm looking forward to this one. I rate this lad highly. So we'll see how this one goes. So, yeah, we have come to the end of this pre-recorded show. Thanks a lot, Richard, for everything that you've put in, your stats, your research, everything, mate. A big thank you to Mark in the back doing the slides. Much appreciated. Don't forget, on Sunday, the big Sunday show, where you could win a piece of art. It might be this week, it might not be. I don't know yet, but we'll see. Also to our sponsor, Ruth Beck. Her link will be in the description. Please check her out, guys. She does amazing pieces of art. I know Mark, the wee Scotsman, he's got about 10 pieces of art in his house of hers. So they're really, really good. So click on that link and check her out. Give her some support. And yeah, don't forget, big Sunday show on Sunday. I hope to see you all there. Next Wednesday is the watch along for the PSG game. I'm looking forward to that one. Until then, have a great week. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you on the next one. Come on, you Gunners.
Come on, you Gunners.